All right, state your name.
Name is Timothy Lewis.
And Timothy, when you first came in, what was your particular condition?
Well, when I first came in, I had a whole lot of conditions. Basically, I had to go through a whole body workout. I had shoulder problems, knee problems, hip problems, finger problems, elbow problems, wrist problems. Um, then I also had problems with blood pressure and blood sugar, diabetes.
Okay. And when did all this begin? How long have you had these symptoms?
I've had the symptoms probably the blood sugar issues about 5 years. Um, the other knees, shoulders, and stuff. It's been a few years now, but off and on, you have different types of flaring, swelling, and different types of things.
Okay, and on those flare-ups, or what did it feel like when it was at its worst?
Well, when it's at its worst, it feels like you can't really move. Your leg is swole. You just stiff. You can't really move around. I couldn't even lift my arm above my shoulder most of the time, even when I wasn't having problems. On a good day, I couldn't raise my arm. I had to make some kind of little funny movements and adjustments just to do like this. But
Yeah, I remember you couldn't raise your arm past,
I could. I had to do all like this
and now you can get your
and just
arm.
to get my arm up in the air.
Okay, and
So
now you can raise it just fine.
yeah.
And what did you do in the past to try to get rid of your condition and your symptoms? And what
Well,
were your results?
I went to the family doctor. Family doctor sent me to orthopedic. Saw a couple of orthopedic. Basically, all they told me was that I need to take painkillers every day for the rest of my life. So I said, well, you want me to kill my liver? And they said, basically, either you take the pain medicine or you walk around in pain. Uh, and as far as my hip and different things, I took X-rays and different things like that. And he just basically said the same thing. And I was like, this is supposed to be an orthopedic specialist in this area. So basically, there was no other options other than take Advil every day whenever you have pain, which is not a solution because it basically just going to kill my liver.
Right. So what would you say the results of just taking medicine was?
The results of just taking medicine was killing myself early. I
Right.
was just taking years off my life, man. I mean, I can sit there and tell the doctor, hey, so I have a choice of dying with liver failure or not having pain. I say I'd rather have pain.
Right. And so, how did these conditions affect your work, your family life, your social life? Of course, you couldn't exercise with that right side at least, but what would you say? How was it affecting you?
Well, man, I couldn't do a lot of stuff, man. Can't exercise, can't run. I went to go join the gym, and I mean I can't run because I'm bouncing like this because of my hip and different stuff like that. I mean I didn't even know that my hip was so far out of place until I talked with you. And actually, you remember my wife took the picture and
Hmm.
showed me that one foot was like so much shorter than the other. One leg was so much shorter, but it's just because of my hip was out of place. But sometimes I couldn't even bend down. I couldn't raise my arm. Future thought of even having kids. Having a little boy or something, and you're like, man, I can't even throw a football with him. That's
Right.
pretty tough situation.
Right. So, what have your results been, and how has chiropractic changed or improved your life, and since you've been in my office?
Well, as you can see, hey, I can raise my arm up without a problem now. My hip is a whole lot better. I can walk now without having all the pain. My knees are doing so much better. I have more flexibility. Some other things are coming around too. I had a condition where I had that inner ear imbalance, which is um,
Yeah, you missed an appointment in my office due to being stuck in Montgomery on the side of the road due to a severe
yeah,
vertigo bout.
yeah. I don't.
And how's that been since we got back on track and we've been really religious with our adjustments and exercises? Have you had any more bouts of that?
No, I hadn't had any more problems. I missed probably about what, like about 3 weeks.
Couple weeks, yeah. And it set us back.
Yeah, and I got back on my treatment, and like I say, I ended up having like some inner ear imbalance, and had my wife had to come pick me up on the way back from out of town. That is solved itself now. I mean, I feel a whole lot better. That's the most important thing, just the way you feel every day. I feel better.
And finally, you feel better. You can raise your shoulder now. So before we started with you, you'd been to another chiropractor's office, and that experience aside, what we teach in this office that's a little different from other offices is once you're well, what do you do? Do you stop coming to see me, or what's the plan?
Well, the major difference is here. We've talked about several things. When I went to other places, nobody talked about how to improve my life. It was just a quick fix situation. This is what you do here now. Basically, the other chiropractors they forgot what adjustments need to be done. But you do your adjustments and you do your heat therapy. But for us, other things that impact your life the most, such as nutrition and exercises, those things are most important because that's what controls your organs and improves your lifespan. So how to eat right, how to exercise, those two important things that haven't been discussed.
And you came to our exercise workshop and you learned that you could work out in how many minutes a day?
Man, in that little short workout there, in that little, you do the little.
It was 3 minutes.
Yeah, I know the 3 minutes, man, in 10 minutes, and you do it 3 times a week. It feels worse than it does working out for an hour.
Yeah.
But
and we have our nutrition workshop coming up next weekend that we'll see you at.
Yeah, okay. But also, the handouts and stuff too. Nobody gave me nothing saying, okay, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do for your life. And as far as educating, you didn't get educated on the benefits of the chiropractic treatment for your whole body. One thing I did, man, is I was praying. I was saying, well, God, I know there's a way to heal my situations. And I was praying and I was saying, there is a solution, there is a solution, there is a solution. But through what I learned with the chiropractic care for his diabetes, there's, when we looked at my x-rays, I saw exactly, hey, my nerve has been pinched. That controls my insulin, from my pancreas. But that was the solution that I prayed for, I say, well, the doctors don't say anything other than that, hey, you're going to have to take this medicine for the rest of your life. So, but I look forward to even that, coming back again and doing another video. Saying,
excellent.
And I would like to send that to my doctor because I told him, I say, Doc, I will be one to prove you wrong.
We just got to go get your blood work. You're due for it.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully we'll have a video update of you very soon. But thank you for sharing.
No problem.